Who is Best Girl? 4 simple words that contain the unimaginable power to separate a fanbase. Whether it's your froggy female, your billionaire baby, your pink alien queen, your rockin' lady love, your let's leave it to our imagination, or your bubbly ray of sunshine. We all have our number one waifu, and the reasoning for our choice could come from any range of possibilities. It could be because of their personality, charisma, charm, strength, power, or even adorableness. But the one thing we all have in common is that we will protect our cinnamon rolls at all costs, and any being in this realm or the next that tries to even lay a finger on our beautiful babies shall face an ungodly wrath that even the 7 floors of hell couldn't conceive of, as they suffer from an unrelenting torment and pain of agony which the devil himself deems too far. Because they're so precious. No matter why we love these characters, we all share the same passion to protect and care for them. While our reasons for loving a character may differ, our end goal is similar. When you think about it, this is actually quite wholesome, and kind of relevant to the world of My Hero Academia. The students of UA all share one common goal, to become heroes, but each student's reasoning is different. For some, it's been their dream since childhood, others wish to carry on their family legacy, and then there are those that are trying to prove themselves. For whatever reason, each of these kids has been driven onto the path of heroism, but the question has to be asked. Are these kids becoming heroes for the right reason? And this is where I have to bring up Midoriya's best girl, and the best girl of many, Ochaco Uraraka. If you've seen even a few episodes of My Hero Academia, then you know exactly what type of person Uraraka is. She's lovable, adorable, and just one of the cutest characters you've ever seen. I mean, just look at her float and tell me you aren't filled with pure rage over how delightful she is. When you see a character like this on the path to becoming a hero, you would immediately assume that she's on this journey for the sole reason of bringing peace and prosperity to the world. But in actuality, Uraraka is just becoming a hero for the money. That's right, this cinnamon roll right here is only in the hero business to make that sweet, sweet moolah. It would have been so easy for her to be written as your stereotypical, pure, innocent character, just doing the right thing because it's the right thing. But instead, she's been given a characteristic that we would naturally associate with selfish or greedy characters. Uraraka's reasoning and drive to become a hero is in fact inherently bad. This should put us off Uraraka and make us dislike her character. But it doesn't. It actually makes us like her more. And the reason is the genius behind her character. You see, there has been a constant theme throughout My Hero Academia, and it has been present since the very start of the show. This theme is the difference between a hero and a true hero. In this world, people who call themselves heroes come in a dime a dozen. They see themselves as heroes and the world recognizes them as such. But not all these people are inherently good. These heroes don't solely help people because it's the right thing to do. They do it for personal profit. The show opens up an example of this when Mount Lady takes down a villain Kamui Woods was about to defeat, so she could steal his spotlight. She didn't come in to help. She came in so she could become more popular. While she was heroic, her actions weren't those of a true hero. This conflict of hero versus true hero plays a big part in the story, as it shows us how someone like Endeavor is considered a hero, and why Stain acted the way he did. In a world where being a hero becomes an occupation, the word loses its meaning. So the journey for the students in Class 1A is not to complete school and gain the title. It's to revive the meaning behind the title, to show the world what the word hero really means. So when we first hear Uraraka is becoming a hero to make money, it must mean she isn't a true hero, right? Wrong. Just like a lot of things in My Hero Academia, it's not that simple. Uraraka's desire to make money is not selfish or unheroic. It's quite the opposite. Her drive to be a good hero who is capable of making a lot of money is derived from her desire to help others, to help her family. Her entire purpose in becoming a hero is so she can become good enough to help others. This is why she is such a great character. She's written to have the characteristics of someone who is pure and innocent, but seemingly has this dark reasoning for becoming a hero. In actuality, however, this reason is just as pure as her. Rather than giving her generic motivation or giving her unnecessary motives that go against her character, Uraraka has one of the most realistic reasons for being a hero. Midoriya claims he can't give up on becoming a hero because he has people relying on him. Well, Uraraka is exactly the same. Understanding this about Uraraka makes her journey in the series all the more heartwarming. Before going into the UA entrance exam, Uraraka uses her quirk to stop Midoriya from falling, and then she does this again in the exam itself. The situations were vastly different, but both times Uraraka chose to go out of her way to help a stranger. Circumstance didn't matter. What mattered was it was the right thing to do. And if this isn't enough, after the exam was finished, she went in private to give up some of her points to Midoriya. Uraraka didn't know how many points she'd gotten, and she didn't even know if she'd got enough to get into UA. Yet, she was willing to give up some of whatever she had. She didn't know there was going to be cameras or that he would ever figure out it was her, but she did it anyway. Because that's what a true hero does. Even if the world would never know, they make sacrifices for others. It's because of reasons like this why Uraraka placed 3rd overall in the entrance exam. That's right, out of thousands of people, including every student in class 1A and B, with the exception of those that got it on recommendation of course, Uraraka got the 3rd highest score. Because even though she wants to become a hero to make money, she knows the difference between a true hero and a hero. As her, selflessly catching Midoriya is the very thing that got her into UA. This understanding of true heroism leads her to question her own motives for being a hero. We've seen the students of Class 1A question and doubt themselves about becoming heroes before, but Uraraka doesn't doubt if she is good enough. Her doubts are about herself as a person. She asks herself a true down-to-earth question that countless others would be terrified to ask. Is this right for her? Not once in the series have we ever encountered a character who has questioned themselves in this way. While we've had people ask, can they become a hero? We've never seen them ask, should they become a hero? A question that is, in all honesty, more important than whether or not one is capable. And of all the characters in this series, this question comes from the bubbly bundle of joy that is Uraraka. A person who has shown the signs of a true hero since the very beginning. A person who through every battle, every conflict, and every moment of despair gave it her all and refused to back down. Even when all the odds and destiny itself was stacked against her, she still stood up and fought for what she believed in. When Uraraka fought Bakugo, she fought an opponent who outclassed her in every regard, yet she gave him arguably one of his toughest fights in the entire sports festival. Because this fight was about more than winning or losing. It was about her parents. All Uraraka has ever wanted to do was make her parents proud, to give them an easy life. She didn't care about getting hurt, and she wasn't afraid to take a beating. The only thing that mattered to her was making 2 simple construction workers look at their television screens and say, yeah, that's our little girl. That's our little hero. And although she heartbreakingly lost in the end, she not only went beyond, but she even brought beyond to its limits, and her parents were never more proud of her. While we can laugh at Uraraka's reasoning for becoming a hero, there is no denying the strength and pure heart behind this girl. She shows us that being a true hero doesn't mean you have to be the best or successful. Being a true hero is understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it. To stand up and fight for what you believe in with all of your heart, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. Whether it's something as simple as stopping a stranger from falling over, or something as honourable as trying to make your parents proud, there is absolutely no shame in wanting to help someone, even if it may seem selfish to others. This is what Uraraka taught me about being a true hero, and this is why Uraraka is undoubtedly the most wholesome character in all of My Hero Academia. I mean, what can I say? She is best girl after all.